Excuse me, will you check with me next week to see if the shade is working for me?
If I come back with 2 or 3 of my friends, can I get some of this for free?
No. Don't I get a gift with purchase with this?
I really don't have time to come all the way down to the store. Could you have someone drop it off at my house in the morning? Excuse me? Hello? Hello?
Isn't anyone open? Please, I need my foundation. Somebody's got to be open. I need help. Big day tomorrow. Foundation. Hey, I see you. Hey.
Hello, friends. That's one of my favorite commercials because no one else does it like we do at Mary Kay. All right. Tonight, we are going to be doing the holiday sparkle look on page 14 of our holiday lookbook. And on the next page is where the samples are. And it's kind of hard to see, so you have to, this one doesn't have it, but it has samples of these two, perfume and men's cologne. And it's Forever Diamond and High Intensity, two of my faves. My husband loves High Intensity. It took him years to decide which was his favorite because I kept going, what are you wearing today? What are you? And he would just say Mary Kay. Not helpful. So took us years to figure out which one he was wearing and all that good stuff. But he wears them all. And when he really smells good, I'm like, which one is that? So for this look, we're going to be exploring with our holiday liquid eyeliner or eyeshadow, and it's called Sparkling. It's really nice, very shimmery and light also. So we're putting that actually on top of some colors. So you're also going to be using, I made a palette. You're going to be using Cashmere Haze, Smoky Quartz, Onyx on the top. Onyx is the darker one. It almost looks black. And then we're going to be using the gel eyeliner that comes with the little brush. It makes it super easy. And we're going to use the Lash Intensity mascara. That's the big fat one. And that one comes in black. Then we're going to use Desert Rose blush. And then that's on the bottom here. And then we're going to use, for our contour, we're going to use Cocoa, which is the darker one on the bottom. And our highlighter is Honey Glow. So I really like these colors. It's going to be fun. And on the lips, we're using the Berry eyeliner, waterproof. And then we're using Appleberry to cap it off. All right, so you know me, I always like to do lips first because I don't look dressed up without it. So let's do lips. I already put some lip primer on. So I'm putting it on the lower lip because that lower lip is lighter than the upper lip. Try to balance it out a little bit. You can do that afterwards. And then Appleberry is just gonna go right on top. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, I put concealer on here and I didn't. Forgot to blend it in. I didn't see my sponge. Okay, I can still see some here. Blending is the most important thing you do with any makeup. So, all right, let's get started. I am going to use the eye primer while we still have it around. It is going to be discontinued or retiring soon. So if you need to stock up, let me know. Also, let me know if you can hear my man Max breathing. He just walked in the room. Okay. So now we're going to use Cashmere Haze. Forgot to get all my other brushes out. Here we go. So they recommend that you put it in the crease, but I usually use it by the lashes. Cashmere Haze is like a smoky gray kind of color. And gray goes with pretty much everything. It's kind of like black and white. They go with pretty much everything. So I'm patting the color in. That helps it last longer. It helps it stay, and it helps it not to be streaky, but it does take a little more time. And then I got to make sure it's kind of even each eye. All right. Next, I am going to use Smoky Quartz, which is kind of shimmery. So I'm going to put that under the brow. Here's the brush. So I am using our smudger brush. It's smaller and you can get it up in there. So that's what I'm using under the brow. It is a little sparkly, and you have to be careful when you use shimmer colors under the brow because it does pick up the light when you take pictures. So you want to make sure that you blend them well. So, oh yeah, I can see it even in the camera. And I have a lot of lids, so it's a lot of real estate. When you have a prominent eye to put color, you get a lot of place. So, all right, there's that. Now, the next color is going to be Onyx. And we want to use our eye creaser brush. It kind of has an angle. That's the best way to see it. That's good. And this color is kind of dark, so you want to start out and bring it in. And then you do your little V or your C. And blend it in. And if you have a clean dry brush, you can just blend the whole thing together at the end. Now I put more out when I have too much on. So you can use your hand like a palette, like when you're painting, if you want to get some of the color off before you put it on your eyes so it won't be too much. And then there's that. Now the trick I think will be when you're using the sparkle color to do it after the eyeliner, because it may pick up some of the sparkle color and then it'll be all in your eyeliner. So just waking up the brush, it dried totally together and I want to make sure it doesn't come out that way. So this will last you forever if it doesn't dry out. It can last like a year or more. Usually I give them away before I run out. So somebody will say, oh, I really like this. When I have my demo one, this one's my personal one, and I'll give them a jar like when it's about half gone, because I like to use the new products. Oh, yeah, I don't do that underneath. It's hard to see. Get the light on this eye. I need more lights in the studio. Okay. And then I'm starting from out and coming in. And then I'm just kind of connecting it. So I'm not drawing a full line across until I get my like outline. So if you have smaller eyes, I have a whole sheet of where you should put color when you have, according to your eye shape. I'm going to have to post that. Okay. Now, of course, I like to do my waterline on the lower lids, lower lashes actually, but so I'm using the waterproof eyeliner in black. The colors are on the end so you can tell them apart. The blue will have a blue end. And see, this one I can see I used it after the sparkly liquid and it's got a little of it in there. So we want to avoid doing that. And if you want to bring it up and meet the V, you could do that. This takes great concentration. But I was a contact wearer, so I got used to getting right up close to the eye. And here's a trick: if you need to blink, just take a few seconds, get those blinks out, and then you can work. So whenever you need to blink, just step back a second and get it done. All right. Now we get to cap it off, change the look with sparkling. I think it's called sparkling, not just sparkle. You don't need a lot, so I'm just going to put a couple dabs. I'm just going to go to the middle. And then, which brush can I use? You can use your finger, or you can use a brush. It's always better to have a little bit and then add to it than to have too much. Put bigger dabs on this time because I ended up adding more last time. And then you're just smoothing it out with your finger. And if you get some in your lashes, you want to get that out ASAP. And that's really nice. And now we're going to do mascara. This is Lash Intensity. Where's it at? Right here. So this brush, it should make a noise if it's fresh still. If it stops making that noise, then you know you need a new one. Also, did you know your mascara is only good for like 3 or 4 months tops if you once you open it? So we're having a mascara-thon this month, and I will be posting it, but you'll get deals like when you buy 2 or 3. So this one has like different, it's got a long brush, a short brush, and at the end it has like some kind of flary brush. So this is really good for making your lashes stand out. You want to start at the base and wiggle up to get a little bit on the sides of the lashes. That makes them look fuller. As you can see, I really need it. It's really hard to photograph makeup. I should have pulled my computer in a little bit more even. All right. So now it's time to do the other side. So with mascara, you don't want to plunge in and out because that gets oxygen in it. And then the more air that's in there, it helps it to dry out, which you don't want. And also, it'll start growing, bacteria when it dries out. So you want to keep the mascara fresh. And you definitely want to get in the mascara club. So contact your consultant and find out what her deal is. And then on the bottom, I just kind of sweep it. I'm not a big bottom lash mascara wearer. All right. Now, that that's done, I can get these things off my lap. On to the cheekies. So I'm using, now that I pulled it out, I got stuff falling over here. The cheek brushes, I have 2 of them. All right. This is the highlighter one. So with the cheek brush, you want to, there's a place for your thumb. You put your thumb in there and then you can spread it out. Instead of being wide, you can make it thinner, like a fan. I guess you could see it better this way. Let's put it on my forehead, wide, fan. So first we're going to use, what is this? Desert Rose? What is it? Yep, Desert Rose. Now, you smile at yourself. This is how you get yourself going in the morning. It's better if you start at the hairline. I always start at the cheekies, but if you have too much and it's in the hairline, it's easier to wipe it out. This color is kind of light and shimmery for me. It could be a highlight color on its own. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now I'm going to contour with the cocoa. And when you contour, see, I think you can see it even today. I didn't think it made a difference because that didn't look that much darker, but it does make the cheeks stand out more and it gives you more of that hollow look. And also, if your forehead's bigger, you can put some up here. You go down to the cheeks and then you come down under the chin doing a number 3. For your big head girls. Yeah, this is harder to do on the other side. And because it's powder, I'm going to try contouring my nose with this. Make it look thinner. Is it working? Okay, so now I'm going to add a little of the highlighter in, what is this color? Honey Glow. Again, it's going to look a lot like this other, but it's going to be a little more shimmery. And you put that on top of the cheek. Cheek color is here, highlighter is here, and the contour is here. Getting ready for the holiday. All right, how does that look? I am all ready to go somewhere. Practicing for Saturday, I'm going out. All right, so that is your sparkling look. Holiday sparkle look. If you want to try it, come see me. I can come to your house. You can come to the studio. You can come to my house so we can play. I can even send the samples of some of the samples. The liquid eyeshadow, I have to figure out how to send some samples. It's always hard to get good samples of liquid stuff, but you must order your holiday liquid eyeshadows. They're limited edition ASAP before they run out. And of course, I will stock some up for you. Have a great night.